the breakup video where we break up the fully colonized grain spawn into the final fruiting substrate and into the fruiting chamber. So first thing you want to do, put on your gloves, make sure you have alcohol, everything is clean and sterile. You're going to take your fully colonized grain spawn bag, which is one of these. It has been colonized for about 3 or 4 weeks now. You can see it's actually very beautiful and fluffy and white. And what we're going to do is break that up into little pieces. Once you've broken up your grain spawn, you're going to introduce it to your final fruiting substrate. Mix your colonized grain spawn, which you've broken up, with your final fruiting substrate. I usually start by putting the substrate in the liner first. And make sure it's all nice and fluffy. Distribute it. And then you're going to take your grain spawn, which you've broken up into many little pieces, and you're going to mix that up together as finely as you can. At this point, you'll have everything mixed together perfectly. Your colonized grain spawn and your final fruiting substrate. And you want to make sure everything's broken up nicely. Take a look. It's all beautifully mixed in there. Once you have it all finely mixed in there, there's 2 ways to do it. You can either just spread it out like this and roll it down, or actually the method that we prefer is that you take some scissors and actually cut that excess material out. You don't want to pat this mixture down. You want to keep it light and fluffy, and I actually enjoy having it at different levels. That increases the surface area.
So there are 2 ways that you can set your liner inside once you get your spawn and your substrate mixed. And to set the liner, you can either fold down the edges like such, folding, or you can spread the liner and cut it to size. Then you just pull your liner away and you'll end up with a situation that looks very similar to this. Now the idea behind the liner is it creates a barrier for the light. You don't want the light to come into your kit and hit the sides and underneath the underside of the kit. You want the light to stay focused on the top of your kit. Why? Because that creates side pins and underpins. And a lot of you know that the underpins and side pins are hard to harvest, and they're not as pretty. So you want to keep the light focused on the top of your kit here. So with this liner, and especially a dark liner, it's going to create a light block that keeps the light from hitting the sides and the underside of your kit.